Junior Jewels. I'm Carly.
And I'm Jess, and we are the hosts of Typical Tuesday Night,
a Taylor Swift podcast.
Hello, and welcome to the Typical Tuesday Night podcast. I'm Jess.
And I'm Carly.
And we are back with part 2 of our debut album song deep dive.
Yes.
Our album deep dives are fan favorite episodes. They're also favorite episodes of ours. So this is like always a big part of our series when we do our album series. So
I know.
Last week we talked about the first, well, not the first half songs, but we talked about the half of the songs that are like more about Taylor personally or about her friends or people she knows. This week we're getting into the relationships.
I was about to say like the good stuff.
The
like,
love
it's
songs,
all good, but
the breakup songs.
Come on.
Yeah.
The relationships are fun.
They are.
It's going to be really, really good.
Yes.
Usually with our series, we do an episode all about the relationships Taylor had like tied to that album.
Timelines and stuff.
But like where these boys were not like, they weren't public figures.
Yeah.
Like there's not a whole lot we know about them and their like timeline of a relationship. Because like we had debated like, do we do an episode about the boys or not? But what we just decided is like, we'll just kind of talk about those and their relationships within the songs in this episode. So that's what we're going to do.
Yes. And then we kind of talked about this last week, but these song deep dives are a little bit different because Taylor, like there's less, we aren't like nitpicking lyrics as much or like looking for the deeper meaning or trying to like figure out which boy it's about. It's like she literally says their names in the songs. Like, and so, but it is fun because we do get a lot of like really awesome direct quotes from Taylor giving us insights on the song, which is different than I feel like what we get in a lot of like later albums.
Yes. Yes. I know. We've talked about it before. I just love how much personal insights we get during debut.
Yes. And then before we jump in, I want to read a review that we got. Yes. And this one is extra fun.
Ooh, we love it.
So this is a review on Apple. They said, wow, this podcast just tops all the rest. I listened to about 3 podcasts and long story short, this one is the best. It's nice to have a friend that are as amazing as these podcast hosts. I used to think the only place I would see a podcast this great was in my wildest dreams, but I guess dreams come true. Thank you so much for making us your priority. I love to get vulnerable, so the teardrops on my guitar are not just sad tears, but tears of all emotions, and I have you to truly thank. When every episode ends, I always say, don't go, because I just love the podcast and all the work you put into it. So goodbye, and thank you so for reading my review. You make every typical Tuesday night better.
Oh, that's fun.
But the extra fun twist on this is there are some random capital letters in it, and we love
a good Easter egg.
They left us a secret message,
cute,
a hidden message in the review, and
it's cute.
I know, it's so cute. It says there is no one better than Carly and Jess.
That is so cute.
It's so cute. So like throughout the whole thing, there's like random letters capitalized.
Okay.
Like
so
what the
fun.
Heck? I know.
That is cute.
I loved that. So thank you so much for leaving that.
Swifties always do the most.
They do.
Like, come on.
They do the most. It's the best.
That's amazing.
Yes. Okay. So we have a lot of songs to get through. Okay. And so we're going to just jump right in.
Here for it.
So again, last week we said this, I'm going to say it again in case you haven't listened last week, but basically Carly and I split up the songs. So like some songs Carly's going to teach us about and some I'm going to teach you about. So the first song, obviously, Tim McGraw. And the song is about Drew Dunlap.
Okay.
And the idea for the song came to Taylor during math class. Sitting in her math class, she just started to sing to herself, "When You Think Tim McGraw" over and over. Soon after she left the classroom and recorded a voice memo about the song. After school, she went downtown with Liz Rose, her co-writer, sat down at the piano, and they had finished the song within 15 minutes.
That's so wild to me.
And the amount of time she does stuff like that.
I know.
It's so crazy.
Well, also though, like you said this part, soon after she left the classroom and recorded a voice memo about the song.
I know.
I'm sorry. Taylor just leaves math class. Well, like finishes math class.
She's
leaves.
Like, oh my gosh.
Goes into the bathroom. hi, I've got this song about when I think Tim McGraw and I'm going to blah, 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 and then goes and writes a 15 minutes in 15 minutes. Like, yeah. I'm sorry, what?
It's so crazy.
That's so cool.
I thought this was interesting. I had never heard this before, so take it or leave it as truth. But it says that the song was also created with the help of her friend in her class named Ariana Jeanette.
Oh.
Which I had never heard that before.
I've never even heard that name.
So, I don't know.
Are you out there?
Do with that what you will.
Yeah, interesting. That's kind of fun.
But I had never heard that before, so I thought that was kind of fun.
I could see that, though. Like, if she's in class and, you know, like, and she's got, like, a friend sitting next to her. And, like, that's kind of fun. I like
it. And then... So there's I feel like we've talked a lot about the song because we did like our obviously like song overviews. Yeah. We also did the music video. But there were just like a couple more fun things I wanted to share. So Taylor told Great American Country about this song. She said, if anyone has heard this song and really listened to it, they realize it's not about Tim McGraw. It's about a relationship that I was in. Just to set the record straight, it wasn't with Tim McGraw. I love these quotes too because we see like a lot of her humor.
Her personality.
And she's like, we've talked before, like, she gets pretty like blunt in some of her quotes and it's like so funny. You'll find that later in this episode. There's some really funny ones. Yes. She said it was a guy. This guy I was dating, he was about to go off to college, and I was thinking of all the things that I knew would remind him of me. I didn't really think of Tim McGraw personally when I wrote this song. It was a song where I was listing personal things. One thing that I listed was that my favorite song is by Tim McGraw. And then I thought this was really cute. So I guess like a Nashville radio station did this like song challenge one evening.
Okay.
And it was the first time that Taylor at 16 years old heard one of her songs on the radio. And like reminiscing on the experience, she said, my high school friends and I all sat in my convertible with the top down in my driveway and blasted it. Then listeners called in and said whether they liked it or not. And I remember being more nervous than I'd ever been. Thankfully, they said nice things. I'll never forget that feeling. Isn't that so
I love
cute?
That. That is so cute.
Can you imagine hearing your own song on the radio for the first time in the car with your friends?
No. That is so fun.
Feedback is good.
Well, and that's the thing is, don't you remember back then? They'd have those nights, especially on country radio. I listen to country radio a lot. And they'd be like, we're going to play these 2 songs. Call in and tell us what you think about this new one. Oh, and then like people would. They'd like play a new one and it'd be like, oh, that's like a cool song. Or they'd be like, if, you know, majority of the people want to hear it again, then we'll keep it on the radio. If majority don't, then we like won't play it again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the fact that they were doing that for Taylor Swift.
I know.
And that she was listening. That's so fun.
That is so fun.
Oh, I love that.
And then, so I thought this was funny too. She also said in another quote, she said, the guy I wrote Tim McGraw about, I dated him for about a year and we were still friends, but we don't talk that much because his new girlfriend isn't too much of a fan. He really thought it was cool, even though we weren't going out anymore. I remembered our relationship nicely. I think that he was happy that I didn't write Picture to Burn about him, another song on my album.
Yep, probably. He got a great song.
He did.
He got a great
song. Isn't that so funny?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, I mean, we usually like we go over lyrics and stuff and like we can mention some, but I feel like, especially since we've already done the music video, we've like really talked about the lyrics. Yeah. But there is also like a demo recording that has like slightly different lyrics, so we will talk about that. But yeah, I mean, she's just describing like his blue eyes and then being in his Chevy truck, and she said, and I was right there beside him all summer long, and then the time we woke up to find that summer was gone. It's hard to find it all a little bittersweet. It's hard not to find it all a little bittersweet. When you think Tim McGraw, I hope you think of my favorite song, the one we danced to all night long, The Moon Like a Spotlight on the Lake. The lake. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Hey, maybe this is proving that whole point. The moon like a spotlight on the lake. When you think happiness, I hope you think that little black dress. The dress on the lake. Oh. There's the connection.
Yeah.
We were right. Anyways, the faded blue jeans, which we talked about last week.
That's crazy. That's right next to each other.
Anyways. But the one from the demo, let's see. I'm just trying to find the original or the.
Oh, like what it is now?
So it's the bridge. So the bridge says, and I'm back for the first time since then. I'm standing on your street and there's a letter left on your doorstep. And the first thing that you'll read.
Oh, okay.
Apparently in the demo, it says, I've been back a couple times since then. I didn't look you up. Some dreams you can't catch again. You gotta leave it as it was.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I like the new ones better.
Yeah. I like the idea behind the original, but I just think it's smoother.
Yeah,
and
it definitely
paints
is.
It paints a picture.
Yeah,
like the ones that she
because I
kept.
do like the I've been back a couple times since then. I didn't look you up.
Yeah,
like that part is interesting because you think about how many times you do that with people that you're like, oh,
think you would want to go back to them,
I wonder what they're up to, but I didn't really look what you're doing, and so, but the new lyrics are
so fun.
Okay, the second one, Picture to Burn, which you just said he's very lucky that this song's not about him. Right? That was the song?
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second. I did hear that right. Okay, so Taylor said this is about a guy named Jordan Alford, and they actually didn't officially date.
Okay.
She said, quote, it's about a guy who didn't like me back, and I got really mad, I was like,
she's like, sometimes a guy doesn't like you back and you write teardrops on my guitar, and sometimes a guy doesn't like you back and you write Picture to Burn.
But yep, straight up.
So funny.
That's amazing. So Taylor and Jordan were classmates at Hendersonville High School in Tennessee, and they actually went out on a date before he dated their classmate Chelsea, who he actually
just kidding.
Boo. They actually later got married.
Really?
Yes. So Jordan and Chelsea actually ended up getting married. But Taylor said that she was frequently frustrated by his narcissistic and cocky nature. So he was just kind of like,
poor Chelsea. Just kidding.
I know.
I just kidding.
You could totally picture one of those boys back in high school, right? That acted like that. And you're just like, I thought you were really cute.
Yeah.
And I thought you were cool, but then I got to know you and you are just way too cocky. Yeah, exactly. And so she said that's when she decided to write a song about how she felt at her job writing for Sony. So she co-wrote this with Liz Rose on the guitar, and they tried to give it a comedic edge.
Okay.
And that was Taylor's idea. She's like, I want this to kind of be funny and maybe a little over the top. Okay. Which I was like, that's kind of fun. Knowing that that's the direction that she took it. And you can kind of see that that's the direction they took it. So this is what she said. The guy wrote the song about I didn't ever really officially date. We almost dated. It really bothered me that he was so cocky. And that's where that song came from. After school, I would come into downtown. I had a publishing deal with Sony and I would write songs every single day. Exactly what I felt. I found myself just sitting there with my guitar going, I hate his stupid pickup truck that he doesn't let me drive. He's such a redneck. Oh my gosh. And that actually became the chorus of the song. So that's one of the most honest songs I've ever written.
I love that she said that after school she would come in and she would write songs every day about how she felt.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then to be like, so that's what I was saying. I hate his stupid truck. And that's the most honest song I ever wrote, because apparently that's what I was saying.
That is so amazing.
Funny. This killed me. Ironically, he is a firefighter.
What? Are you kidding me?
No. Burn, 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 baby, burn.
What?
Isn't that amazing? Yeah, I thought that was great.
I just hope that I would love if he's just at the fire station, they're all just hanging out, and every now and then one of his fellow firefighters just blasts that song or something.
That's incredible.
That is so funny.
So the Daily Mail actually did an interview with Chelsea. I know.
The lore with this song is way stronger than I thought.
No idea. And so this is what Chelsea told them. She said, we were kind of good friends at school. Later, not so much. She dated him. That's why. They dated him freshman year. Picture to Burn is about him because he's always had big old trucks and stuff. The couple were told by Taylor's best friend Abigail that the song was about Jordan. So once Taylor or Jordan and Chelsea started dating, then Abigail was like, oh yeah, like the song is about Jordan. And then Chelsea continued the interview and she said, Jordan and I just thought it was funny. Jordan was like, I'm not a redneck. She makes me look like some redneck. But other than that, we just thought it was kind of funny. After I began dating him, Taylor and I exchanged a few words over a locker fight. We were 14. We were just being girly and snarky.
What?
Isn't that incredible?
This is so funny. Also, you're going to appreciate this.
Oh, yes.
I'm being brought back to The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Oh,
but season 2, when Taylor is dating that musician kid and he writes this song about Steven.
Oh, yeah. That's right. It's all intertwined. It's all intertwined.
Especially like all those names. Taylor,
Steven,
the musician. So funny.
I know. I just loved all of that. So let's talk about some lyrics. So I loved this line. I realized you loved yourself more than you could ever love me. I'm like, that.
Perfect.
Especially when you are seeing that she's trying to be a little over the top.
Yeah.
And a little more funny.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure she's just like, how outrageous can I make this sound?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, if you are a cocky high school boy, you do love yourself more than you could ever love some girl in high school, you know? So I just loved that.
That's so funny.
And then as she goes, so go and tell your friends that I'm obsessive and crazy. That gives me such blank space vibes.
Absolutely.
I was like, this is like the original blank space.
It is.
And I had never made that connection until I was like looking at these lyrics. So that was kind of
fun.
And then obviously I had to highlight I hate that stupid old pickup truck you never let me drive, just because it's like that was apparently where the song came from.
Yes.
And I loved this. So watch me strike a match on all my wasted time. She does such an incredible job in debut
with the metaphors.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I guess like when I just listen to the songs, I'm just
You're
like,
not picking up on it as much.
When I'm like looking through these lyrics, I'm like, she could have worded that anyway. Mm-hmm. But the fact that she said, so watch me strike a match.
Yeah.
Like, girl, you are so good at this. Verse 2, I loved, I'm just sitting here planning my revenge. There's nothing stopping me from going out with all of your best friends.
Love it.
I love that. And if you come around saying sorry to me, my daddy's going to show you how sorry you'll be. This also was a change. So there was a demo that said, I want you, this was like hard for me to say. So clearly she hadn't like fixed it yet. I want you to be aware of daddy with his new automatics. Going to let you know how sorry you'll be. Daddy's
oh my gosh. I mean, obviously. Love the simpler version much more.
Yes.
That's so funny.
I know. And then I just love the outro where she goes, burn, 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 baby, burn. You're just another picture to burn, baby. And then I love at the end, she just goes, baby, burn. Yeah. Yes. And I just am like, love it. Oh, love it so much.
So good.
I know. I had so much fun learning about that song.
Yes. Obsessed. That is so fun.
So, okay. That's all I got.
Awesome. Okay. I'm so excited because we're talking about Teardrops on My Guitar.
Love it.
Which was my like Taylor Swift entry song. And it just makes me happy. Although like talking about like the guy in this song, I don't know. It's just kind of it's interesting.
Yeah, just knowing who he
is.
We've
talked about it a little bit, but we'll talk about it again. So, Taylor was inspired to write Teardrops on My Guitar about her experience with Drew. This is a different Drew.
Like wild that there's two
than
Drews.
Tim McGraw Drew. I know. It's so funny that there's two. He was a classmate of hers that she had feelings for during their freshman year at Hendersonville High School in Tennessee. Taylor and Drew sat next to each other in class every day. The two became friends, although she secretly wanted them to become a couple. Because of Drew's unawareness, he would frequently talk to Taylor about another girl he had feelings for, something she pretended to be endeared by. And Drew and his crush eventually did start a relationship, and they lasted for a few years.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So I thought this was really interesting. At a concert, she told fans, I was that friend, you know, that girl who's your friend. He had this awesome girlfriend who he would tell me about every single day. And, you know, I was that girl he would go to and be like, what should I get her for Valentine's Day? I have to make this Valentine's so awesome. It's her birthday. What should I do? What would be the perfect gift for a girl bee. And of course, I'd give him the most awesome ideas, awesome plans. Like, I would want them. And it didn't end up like in the end of a chick flick where they get together in the end. It didn't happen like that. So I wrote a song and I put on the radio, and they're still together.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. But I thought this was interesting. So, which I can't remember if we talked about this before. I like knew this, but
okay.
She went on to explain what happened when he realized that the song was about him.
Okay.
So like 2 years after the album came out, she's obviously getting like super famous. Yes. He showed up in her driveway. And apparently he and his girlfriend had broken up. So that was the first stop when he was back in town.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, you are so late. You know, if you'd stopped by right after the album came out, then that would be one thing. But I remember reading on his MySpace page one time, my name's Drew and I have a famous song written about me. Email me and I'll give you details. I was like, right. Wow. Note taken.
Are you kidding? So I knew that he went back to her. I didn't realize that MySpace stuff.
Yeah. I know.
My name's Drew and I have a famous song written about me. Email me and I'll give you the details.
Yeah. I know. And then in another interview, she like kind of was like telling them like a few theories of like why she thought he came to her house. She was like, he could have been like attempting to prove to his friends that the song was about him. And then she also was like, maybe he wanted to rebuild their friendship or believe that Taylor was still like pining for him.
Yeah, like, oh, I can get her back. Like,
yeah. But she said she was not afraid of using his first name on the track, and she believed it was like very honest and susceptible, something that she adored. So like she wanted to be super specific and use his name. But unfortunately, he turned out to be a huge piece of work. And he joined, we talked about this before, but just a reminder, this is the Drew that joined the Navy like later, and then in 2015 he and his wife Joni were arrested in Hendersonville, Tennessee on charges of aggravated child abuse, which is so awful. Terrible. So awful. So, you know, we don't like that, Drew.
Nope.
And I don't know why it doesn't taint the song for me, but it does I don't know. It's weird.
There's just something
I can't imagine having like someone like had a crush on them or dated them and then like found out that like they were like that later in life. That would be weird.
It would.
So weird. So let's see. So let's talk about a few of the lyrics. And we kind of talked about this last week when we talked about the song Invisible, but I feel like there's a lot of like parallels between the two songs, which Invisible was a bonus track.
Okay.
And I feel like we've seen that in a lot of like Taylor's versions when there's vault tracks. Like there's two songs that are like kind of similar and one gets put on the original, and she kind of picks between the two. Obviously, she picked the right choice. Yeah. Yes. So she says, Drew looks at me, I fake a smile so he won't see that I want, and I'm needing everything that we should be. I'll bet she's beautiful, that girl he talks about, and she's got everything that I have to live without. Which this was my Taylor Swift undersong because I like absolutely had a boy like this in middle school that like was the reason for the teardrops on my guitar that I didn't have. Or use.
If you did.
But if I did, there would be teardrops. Yes. Sure. So yeah, the chorus, he's the reason for the teardrops on my guitar, the only thing that keeps me wishing on a wishing star. He's the song in the car I keep singing, don't know why I do, which line just hits.
It does.
And like so relatable, even to this day.
Even now.
Like that line is so
so good. Yes. It really is.
Yes. But yeah, and like the other verses, she just talks about like how does he not notice that, like I'm in love with him. And I did think it's interesting in this song there's a lot of like pre-chorus, I don't know, that aren't like verses.
It's interesting that it goes like verse 1 pre-chorus 1, verse 2 pre-chorus 2. Here's the chorus.
Yes. So pre-chorus 3, she says she'd better hold him tight, give him all her love, look in those beautiful eyes and know she's lucky, which I think is like an interesting kind of cute. Like, well, if I can't have him, like, she better
then
treat
you
him
better
well,
do it.
because she could have the attitude of like, I hope she's so awful to him so that he comes to me, you know? So
No,
it's
for
kind
sure.
of, it's like
It's like
sweet.
you can tell that she still cares enough about him that she wants his life to be good.
Yeah.
Even if that means not with her.
Yeah. And then, of course, the bridge. So I drive home alone. As I turn out the light, I'll put his picture down and maybe get some sleep tonight. So sad. Oh, man. I just love that one.
It's such a good song.
Yes. Such a good
Oh,
song.
so is this next one.
I know. This next one is killer. Cold as You. The original track 5. The original.
So good.
This one is interesting to me because we don't know who it's about. And it's a pretty, like, clearly she's feeling.
Yes.
And I don't know. Well, let's see. So Taylor said about the song, she said, it's about that moment when you realize someone isn't at all who you thought they were, and that you've been trying to make excuses for someone who doesn't deserve them, and that some people are just never going to love you. We were halfway through writing this when I started singing, and now that I'm sitting here thinking it through, I've never been anywhere cold as you. Oh. And to me, like, the way she talks about it there, and like even the lyrics, I'm like, obviously this is like a personal experience. This is not like she's writing about like someone else. This isn't a Mary song.
Yes.
You know, she's not talking about someone else's experience. She's talking about her own. But it is interesting to me that like where we kind of know who like most of the other songs are about. Like we don't know
like who is this? About. Yeah, and is that like on purpose?
Yeah.
Is it because remind me, was this the one that was like written later? Like it barely made the album? Or was that a different one?
No, that's one that's coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, maybe it was like a boy almost like.
I'm pretty sure we should have said no.
Oh,
we'll talk about
it. You're right.
Okay.
That's right.
I'm pretty sure
I do remember that.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
But we said this in our previous episode when we did the song overview, but I have to say it again because it's like one of my favorite things. When she was talking to Rolling Stone magazine, she said it's her favorite song on the album, one of her favorite songs on the album, and she said the hook is I've never been anywhere cold as you. I love a line in a song where afterward you're just like burn. I'm just so obsessed with her. Yes. It's so good. So I also thought this was super interesting. Obviously, the song talks about an experience with like an emotionally unavailable person, but I thought this comparison was so interesting. They said, unlike Shakespeare, who compares his lover to a summer's day, Taylor compares her lover to a cold, rainy day.
That's
and I'm like, that's a very Taylor Swift thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if she I could totally see her like making that connection.
Yeah.
And like doing that on purpose.
Yes. So some lyrics. Verse 1, obviously, you have a way of coming easily to me, and when you take the very best of me. So I start a fight because I need to feel something, and you do what you want because I'm not what you wanted. Wow.
It's just like so well written.
Yeah.
I am just blown away.
This one, like, just
it hits. It hits so
you can like feel it so much. And then the chorus, oh, what a shame, what a rainy ending given to a perfect day. Just walk away, ain't no use defending words that we'll never say. And now that I'm sitting here thinking it through, I've never been anywhere cold as you. Yeah. And then I love this because she kind of starts, is this like kind of the first time she's like pulling in some color? You put up walls and paint them all a shade of gray, and I stood there loving you and wished them all away.
That next line is one of my favorites too. And you come away with a great little story of a mess of a dreamer with the nerve to adore you.
Burn.
But really, like, you're like, look, you get to have this great little story about how like, oh, this like crazy girl like thinks that she can be with me. Like the nerve of some people.
I just read the bridge.
Okay.
Tell me if it doesn't, whatever, but tell me if this makes you think of something.
Okay.
You never did a damn thing, honey, but I cried for you, and I know you wouldn't have told nobody if I died for you.
Oh, Maddie Healy?
Maddie Healy.
Portrait Poets?
Or Jake Gyllenhaal, like all too well. Like the line of like the secret. Like he kept her a secret.
But he kept me like an oath.
Yeah.
But yeah. Ooh, yeah.
But yeah.
But isn't
for
there a
Maddie
line
Healy
about like I would die for your sins?
Smallest Man.
Smallest Man.
Right?
Yeah. That's what I was like.
So interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, all the way back then, she's like, I would literally do anything for these people that I love. I would die for you.
Smallest Man is the mature version of Cold as You.
I mean, kind of.
It is kind of.
I actually love that.
Yeah. It's a grown-up version.
Totally. No wonder I love both these songs so much.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's awesome. Okay, well, we're going to do a quick little ad break to talk about one of our favorites, one of Taylor's favorites, Phase It.
Favorite? Phase It.
I know. I was like, wait, why did that sound like so weird to you?
I love it. We love Phase It.
Yes.
And we obviously love like their glitter freckles. We talk on the podcast all the time about Era's Night with Ricky Barrera that we go to.
Wear them.
And we always wear our Phase It freckles.
It was fun. Best. One of our Patreon members, Ashley, wore some to the Backstreet Boys concert and like sent us a picture. Yeah, it was so cute. She looked incredible. I guess they had everybody like wear like the millennial like white. And so she had like the little glitter freckles. It looked incredible. She looked so cute, but it was way fun. Well, and I'm just thinking like football's coming.
Yes.
So everybody get your glitter freckles.
Glitter freckles or those like new
the
stripe things. So fun.
So fun. So if you're going to get some, you can use code TTN15, TTN15 for 15% off your order.
Yes. And then we also wanted to quickly talk about Clean Simple Eats, another one of our they're all our favorites.
I know, I would keep going, I love them too. But I do. I have so many Clean Simple Eats products in my house right now. One of my go-tos is we just recently bought a bunch of the cans, the protein in a can, and it is so nice. Like the other day, my kids had swim lessons and our friends are there too. I just like grabbed 3 of them and like threw them in the swim bag and then like gave one to our friends as like our kids were swimming, and I was like, what a life. Like our kids are convenient. We're just like drinking some protein on the side here. And
so
it was
convenient.
Really so yeah, they're great. Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to get yourself some Clean Simple Eats protein or any of their other products, you can use code TTN10 for 10% off your order.
Okay, we're going to talk about Stay Beautiful, which is another song that we know who it is written about.
Yes.
And his name is Corey Robertson. So they also didn't date, but she had a very big crush on him. And I love, this is the quote that she used in the Speak Now commercial. So she did a Speak Now commercial for Target to promote the album. And she says, so I suppose it all started with my first crush in 4th grade, Corey Robertson.
Aww.
She goes, yeah, he liked the cool girl. She had straight hair. Little did he know. I know.
Straight hair.
Again. Well, and it's crazy to me because I keep thinking about like future music videos and how many of them have like those girls have straight hair that are like the opposite. Like you think about You Belong With Me. Like she had like straight hair, straight black hair.
Even interesting to see that like in later albums, like she ditched her curly hair.
Yeah.
Was it mostly like when she got to 1989, she started straightening? Or no,
she
red.
Did red.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, no, I'm going to have straight hair.
Yeah, she's like, I'm going to be the cool girl.
Which is so funny because we all look back and we love Taylor's curly hair and everyone is obsessed right now when she has like her natural like wavy hair.
Yeah. But like that's how it goes.
You always want what you don't have.
No, absolutely. Yeah. I totally get it. So yeah, she goes, yeah, he liked the cool girl. She had straight hair. Little did he know I was writing songs about him after school, dreaming of one day becoming a country singer or maybe a poet or a professional basketball player. Well, eventually I found my way. Have you seen? I haven't watched that ad in forever. I watched it to like see this. You've got to go back and watch it.
Oh, I have to.
So
That's
fun.
So
we'll have to post it on our social media too. But yeah, then she talks about, she said, people always ask me, what's the story behind this? Who is this guy? Who is Corey? And she says, well, I'll tell you. I'll explain to you the exact inspiration behind this song because exactly how I was inspired to write it. I was standing in the hallway at school and this guy walked past and I was like, wow, he's really hot. So I went home and I wrote a song about it.
I'm obsessed.
So apparently Corey later moved away and Taylor never got to tell him that she liked him. And so she wrote the song and she actually did perform this one at one of her school talent shows too.
Okay.
So
that's
kind of fun.
So funny. I love that.
So let's talk about some lyrics. I feel like just straight off right away, the first line is Corey's eyes are like a jungle. And I just love, again, she's totally fine to name drop.
Yep.
She's like, here we go.
Right. And quite a few of these, Corey. It's the very first word of the song.
Right away. Yeah.
Corey.
Drew looks at me. Corey's eyes are like a jungle.
So funny.
And then a little bit later in verse 1, she says, these pretty girls on every corner, they watch him as he's walking home saying, does he know? Will you ever know? And I just love that. Once again, because it kind of goes back to that quote. Yeah, he liked the cool girl. She had straight hair. There's pretty girls that I record. These girls like him. They,
I don't like a gold rush.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
That's funny.
Everybody wants you.
See, grown-up version of that one.
Yeah.
And then in the chorus at the end, she says, when you find everything you look for, I hope your life leads you back to my door. Oh, but if you don't, stay beautiful, which that also gave me Superman vibes from Red. But now that you say Gold Rush, I'm actually Gold Rush fits even better.
Yeah.
So I love it. We
So
love finding
fun.
the adult version of the song.
Yes.
Verse 2, she says, I'm taking pictures in my mind so I can save them for a rainy day. And I always really liked that line. I just thought it was really cute.
Yeah.
And then I also like this part. It's hard to make conversation when he's taken my breath away. I should say, hey, by the way. And I just, when I was looking at this part, have to commend her. Not that she's ever going to hear this, but her transitions from verses to choruses in debut are incredible.
Seamless.
Yes, they are so seamless and they fit so well. That I just am so blown away by it. The
she's
fact
just
that
doing a transition.
It's here's my chorus, and then verse 2, it's I should say, hey, by the way, here's my chorus. It just goes perfectly into it, and so many of these debut songs, are so seamless, and I think she does a great job.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so should have said no.
Should have said no.
This one.
Oh. Great song.
We've said it a lot. This one hits.
Hits.
So okay. I was trying to decide where to
start with.
Yes. So I thought this was a really interesting quote from her, and I think this is where we'll start. She says, just being a human, I've realized that before every big problem you create for yourself, before every huge mess you have to clean up, there was a crucial moment where you could have just said no. This is a song I wrote about a guy who never should have cheated on me.
And it's true. There's always that moment. Should have said no.
Yes. This boy's name is Sam Armstrong. He was a high school boyfriend, but he cheated on her. And I love it because we talked about hidden or secret messages in our overview episode. Yeah. Not really in this one, but I need to remind everyone that the hidden message in this is Sam. She did not want to hide. Yeah, she didn't say his name in the lyrics. Yeah. But she wanted to make it clear.
Yep, we all knew.
So funny. So, she said, I wrote this song by myself and it literally took me just 20 minutes to write before we recorded it. Yeah. I was living every line in this song at the time. I wrote this song about a guy who cheated on me that shouldn't have. Yeah.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. So, wow. I
would love to know what the average length of time is that it takes her to write a song. Because I feel like when she has inspiration, it just comes.
Yes, it's boom. Yeah. Instant. Which is crazy.
It blows my mind.
Yeah. I thought this was really interesting. She talks about should have said no, kind of how it compares to Picture to Burn.
Oh.
She said, it says Taylor compared this to another one of her songs that concerned the relationship which went wrong, Picture to Burn. Taylor says Picture to Burn has an angry, I'm done with him attitude, while Should Have Said No is more of a moral statement. Huh. It's an I love you, we were awesome and great together, but you messed this up and I would still be with you kind of a thing. You said yes and you should have said no.
I never thought of it from that perspective.
Yeah.
Huh. That's cool.
Yeah. And then, so yeah, this is what you were talking about before. This was one of 3 songs she wrote on her own for the album, and she wrote it only 1 week before the final recording, which is crazy because it ended up being like a huge hit.
Oh, huge. And it fits better on debut than it would have on Fearless.
Oh yeah, for
like
sure.
It needed to be on debut.
Yeah. I thought this was interesting talking about Scott Borchetta from Big Machine. He said that she called him and said she had just finished the song. He recalled that she asked if he needed to hear it, but he told her no because she sounded so excited about it, allowing her to put it on the album right away. That was a very real moment, and I just trusted her higher instincts. For all our records, I've left them open until literally the last possible day because she's always writing.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
That I have like so many thoughts about it. First off, it's like really cool. And like she must have shown them those 2 years of writing that she knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
That they could trust her to he didn't even need to hear the song.
Hear it to put it on the album.
Because that's crazy.
That is crazy.
I mean, even album 4, 5, 6, it wouldn't surprise me if they would have wanted to still hear him.
Yeah.
So on her debut album to just be like, yeah, like you sound excited about it. I trust you. That's cool.
Yeah. Wow. I know.
And then just to hear him be like, for all our records, I've left them open until the very last possible day because she's always writing.
Yeah.
Well, and we've done so many album deep dives where it's been like, this is the last, I knew, I knew you were trouble was a very last minute ad.
Yeah.
To Red. And I would love to know which ones are last minute ads.
I know.
More than just these.
And it's just it's so sweet and I love it, but also just makes me sad that they had such a relationship like this and that it really had to go the way that it did. Yeah. Because the beginning and their start and their story is really cool and amazing, and it makes me sad that it ended the way that it did. Such a bummer. But let's talk about some lyrics. So, it's verse 1. It's strange to think the songs we used to sing, the smiles, the flowers, everything is gone. Yesterday I found out about you. Even now just looking at you feels wrong. You say that you'd take it all back given one chance. It was a moment of weakness. You said yes.
I had never thought about that verse though from this whole moral thing. Really changed.
You say you take it all back given one chance. It's you had one chance.
Yeah, you had one chance. And when she says it's more of a song of an I love you, we were awesome, you messed up, but if you hadn't, we'd still be together, which is why the first couple lines don't seem so angry.
Yeah.
It's more it's strange to think we used to have all of this and now it's just gone.
Yeah.
Because you messed up.
Yeah. And we cannot go back.
Yeah.
And then I love the chorus. There's a part in this that I'm just obsessed with. So she says, you should have said no. You should have gone home. You should have thought twice before you let it all go. You should have known that word about what you did with her would get back to me. And I should have been there in the back of your mind. I shouldn't be asking myself why. You shouldn't be begging for forgiveness at my feet. You should have said no. And you might still have me. I just love that.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And honestly, way to go, Taylor, for being no.
Yeah.
You cheated on me? Bye-bye.
Yeah. I deserve
you
better
messed
than
up.
That. Yeah. And I feel a lot of the rest of the song, that line I was talking about before where she says, you say you'd take it all back given one chance.
Yeah.
So in verse 2, she says, you can see that I've been crying and baby, you know all the right things to say, but do you honestly expect me to believe we could ever be the same? You say that the past is the past. You need one chance. It was a moment of weakness. He kept saying just
it's okay.
Just forgive me this one time. It'll never happen again. Yeah. It's why couldn't you have just done that before you did that to me?
Yep. Nope, you messed up. You messed up.
Yeah. And then the bridge. I can't resist. Before you go, tell me this. Was it worth it? Was she worth this? No. Such a good one. That's probably
really
the first
is.
one I'll listen to when we're done with this because it's
such a good one.
So good.
Yeah.
Okay, next we're going to talk about a fun song. Maybe one of the most fun songs on the
Probably.
album.
I agree. Yes.
We were talking about Our Song. Such a good one. Also, I'm dying over this. This is from an interview, and it's from America Online, AOL. I'm like, can you make me feel any older? Oh my gosh.
For real.
I bet 90% of you don't even know what AOL is.
Oh my god.
I feel aged, and I stand with the rest of you who are listening and also feel
all our millennials
aged. So yeah, in an interview with AOL.
So good.
Taylor was asked if there was a true story behind the song. And Taylor said, I wrote the song in my freshman year of high school for my 9th grade talent show. I was sitting there thinking, I've got to write an upbeat song that's going to relate to everyone. And at that time, I love it too, because like at a talent show, it's like you just play a song that exists. She's like, I got to write a song for the talent show. It's got to be upbeat. People got to relate to it.
No, it's so
Talk about an overachiever. Just kidding.
But really though.
It's like she had a good voice. It's like no, my talent is, she knew my talent is the songwriting.
Yes.
So fun. And so,
but it's also funny, sorry to
you're
cut
good.
you off, that she felt like she needed to write a new song.
Yes.
Like,
she probably she had
Tim
tons
McGraw.
of songs.
Yeah.
You
know, like
so funny. So she said, at that time I was dating a guy and we didn't have a song, so I wrote us one and I played it at the show. Months later, people would come up to me and say, I love that song you played, and then they'd start singing lines of it back to me. They'd only heard it once, so I thought there must be something here.
Wow.
Yeah. This is it's a little long, but this quote, the end of this quote literally kills me.
Yes.
So in the lyrics, she says that she wrote the words to the song on a napkin, which is true. And at her VH1 Storytellers concert in 2012, she shared more details. Yeah, she shared more details about how the song came together. She said, this is a song that I wrote for my high school talent show. I was a freshman. I had just moved there, and I really wanted to play it for my friends for the first time. I'd never really told them that I did this or that I love this or that I write songs, which is interesting. And I'd been dating this guy who was so nice, so I wanted to write this song about us and play it for him, his friends, and for me and for all my friends. And it was the high school talent show, so I wrote this song and included all these details about our relationship, like when we were on the phone really late at night and my mom would patrol outside my room. She'd for real be pacing outside in figure eights, and I'd be under the covers like, I like you so much too. I don't want to get off the phone. I like you so much. And so my mom would be like, Taylor, get off the phone. You have to go to sleep. It's 4 a.m.
What?
This is ridiculous. You'll see Drew tomorrow.
Oh my. This is literally everything that I've ever needed in my life.
It's so funny. So this must be Tim McGraw Drew, because it's clearly not Teardrops on My Guitar Drew. And so I wrote a song about all the details of our relationship, like we were riding in the car, riding shotgun, and all those things. And so then I go and I play at the talent show, and my friends loved it, and his friends loved it, and people clapped a lot for it. So I went to my record label. This is the part that kills me. So I went to my record label and said, I really think we should put this song on the record because my friends at high school love it. And they were like, you can't just make all your decisions about a very serious thing like an album based on if your high school friends love it or not. And it ended up being our first #1 at country radio, so I guess you can.
I'm sorry for everybody that is listening on the podcast and not watching on YouTube, because literally I have no words.
Isn't that so funny? So I guess you can.
She's incredible. I'm so obsessed with her humor.
I'm so obsessed with her.
Like this debut era humor.
I know.
It is incredible. It's like you said, she's so blunt.
It's like dry. I don't know. It's like amazing. Isn't that whole thing?
That is literally the best thing we've ever heard. Okay, actually, I think the Tim McGraw music video. That was really, really good.
That was incredible.
This quote, I'm obsessed with every single line
of
it.
Her mom pacing outside of her room.
Get off the phone. You'll see Drew tomorrow. It's 4 a.m.
She's like under the covers. I like you so much. I don't want to get off the phone.
Because that is totally how it was.
I know. It's so funny.
I love, like, literally, I love all of that so much.
Just top tier.
It is. All of it. Every single line of it.
Yeah.
That just made my heart so happy.
I know.
How had I never heard that?
I don't know. I had neither, but like.
Especially because 2012?
I know. Well, this song was just so massive that like it has just, I think it has always just been massive. And so it probably just comes up all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that so funny?
I love everything about that whole thing.
Incredible.
Wow.
So anyways, some of the lyrics, we gotta start.
How do we even move on from
I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
We all know this song like the back of our hand. Verse 1, she starts with her really descriptive storytelling. I was riding shotgun with my hair undone in the front seat of his car, just like totally setting the scene. He's got one hand Phil on the steering wheel, the other on my heart. I look around, turn the radio down. He says, "Baby, is something wrong?" I say nothing. I was just thinking how we don't have a song. And he said, our song is this. I have to I'm not going to sing it, but I feel like I have to. Our song is the slamming screen door, sneaking out late, tapping on your window when we're on the phone and you talk real slow because it's late and your mama don't know.
It is funny though. Have you ever heard people talk about like, why does he have to talk real slow?
Yeah.
Why does he not just talk quiet? Like, I'm sorry, what?
I know.
I funny. Guess they're trying to think. No, I can still talk. I can still whisper.
I can still talk really fast.
Yeah, I'm like, but it is fun, especially because she kind of like gets twangy right there.
Yeah,
talk real slow. It's like it has a vibe to it. But it is funny. It's like, why do you got to talk slow, dude?
Yeah.
Anyway,
our song is The Way You Laugh. The first date, man, I didn't kiss her and I should have. And when I got home, before I said amen, asking God if he could play it again. It is the cutest thing.
It is.
And like knowing that little bit of background and hearing the, talk slow because we're on the phone and your mama don't know. Like it just makes it all just so fun.
I literally will never get over that quote.
I know.
It is my new favorite thing.
And then the bridge. I love the bridge. I've heard every album, listened to the radio, waited for something to come along that was as good as our song.
And then once again, because our song is like, what a great intro or like transition.
Yes. Oh, and then we talked about this before, but I'm going to talk about it again. Where she says, when I got home, before I said amen, asking God if he could play it again.
Oh, yeah.
And then the outro, I was riding shotgun with my hair undone in the front seat of his car. I grabbed a pen and an old napkin and I wrote down our song.
Oh,
it's so cute.
It's so good.
And it's like, it feels like a full circle song.
Yeah, she actually does that. That was one of my all-time favorite things that she would do on debut. And a little bit on Fearless is whatever the first 2 lines of the song were, she'd like end that same way. And I just like, especially when I first heard debut, I loved that.
Yeah.
I just feel like she did. It was like almost like putting a little bow on it and like tying up a song.
Well, this is so silly, but it like reminds me about like what you learn about like when you write papers for school where like you start it and you kind of say like, this is what I'm going to talk about in my paper. You talk about it, and at the end, you're like, this is how I like proved my point, whatever. I don't know. That's what it makes me think of.
That's amazing. Yep, I totally see it. That's awesome.
So, yeah, our song, just a forever classic.
Yeah,
just totally. So great. Okay, now we're going to talk about 2 of the songs from the Beautiful Eyes EP. Which there isn't like a ton to talk about with these songs, but the first one is Beautiful Eyes. And according to one of Taylor's MySpace
We love
entries.
it.
We love a good Taylor MySpace entry. In 2008, she wrote Beautiful Eyes when she was only 13 years old. Not much else is really known about the song. It just like describes her affection for someone that she wants, and she just like loves their eyes.
Cool.
So some of the lyrics, your beautiful eyes stare right into mine, and sometimes I think of you late at night. I don't know why. I want to be somewhere where you are. I want to be where you are here. That's another like transition. Yeah. Your eyes looking into mine, so baby make me fly. My heart has never felt this way before. I'm looking through your eyes. So yeah. She just is obsessed with this person's eyes.
It's kind of like funny. It's kind of funny too to think about like some 13-year-old writing about like somebody's beautiful eyes that she wants to stare into.
I know.
I don't know why.
That seems like a little young.
Yeah. I don't know.
I also like we mentioned this in our song overview episode, but I just think that it's so funny that like this Beautiful Eyes EP was released to like tide fans over, which like literally there were 2 extra songs and then like a couple of the songs from debut, which is so funny. I need to find it. I have this disc.
Need to.
I have this physical disc.
I'm so jealous.
And I need to find it because I have it somewhere and I need it to find it just to be like, yes, I still have it.
Like I have it.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
So fun.
Okay, so our last song is I Heart ? I am so obsessed with this. But basically it's just about a breakup and what you do as a girl to move on.
Yeah.
When I was like researching this a little bit, there wasn't a lot about this song either, but some people believed that it was more of a song about whether she still loves the guy. So it's like I Heart ? Like, do I love you or do I not?
Oh.
I always saw it as more moving on. So she's like, we're done. We broke up. Now I have.
Who's next?
Yeah, I Heart ? Who's next? It's not you.
Yeah.
But like, it's going to be somebody else. And that's how I always pictured the song. And so that's kind of where we're going to take it in that direction. But we're going to talk about verse 1. They said love was complicated, but it's something I just fell into, and it was overrated, but just look what I've created. I came out alive, but I'm black and blue, which is totally, I feel like, how you feel like after a breakup. You know, you're like,
did the twin flame bruise paint you blue?
Yeah,
the grown-up version.
Yeah, I love that's actually really fun to like find these like grown-up versions of these songs. And I just love that she says, and it was overrated. Like, yeah, stupid love. We all hate it.
Oh my gosh.
And then the chorus, we're gonna read the whole thing because it's peak. Wake up and smell the breakup. Fix my heart, put on my makeup. Another mess I didn't plan. And I'll bet you thought you'd beat me. Wish you could only see. I've got an I Heart ? Written on the back of my hand. We should have done that. We should for this episode. I Heart ? Except for I would not have wanted to like wash that off, but whatever. I just love that whole chorus, like because as like a teenager, that is totally how I'd feel.
Yeah,
you know, like. Yeah. This boy doesn't like me or we broke up or whatever. Like, nope, we're going to fix my heart. It's like, it's the like song that you sang after you sang all the sad, depressing ones.
Yes.
Right? It's like, okay, fix my heart.
Get back on the horse.
Yeah, like put my makeup on. I didn't plan for this to happen, but like I'm moving on and it's not with you.
Yeah.
So, and then I also just love verse 2. I'd be fine if you just walked by, but you had to talk about why you were wrong and I was right, which I had never made that connection, but it sounds like he was like talking about like trying to get back together with her. And I guess I had never like made that.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, like you made me sit at home and cry like a baby, wait by the phone. And you know, I can't believe you did that to me.
Yeah.
You're not worth my time. Screw you. Here's the middle finger. And then I also love the pre-chorus. And now you ask about you and I. There's no you and I. Remember what you put me through. And once again, I love the transition. I had to. And then wake up, smell the breakup. So good.
So good.
So fun. That one was always one of my favorites.
Yes.
Even though it was a short-lived little EP.
Yeah.
And then we moved right on to Fearless.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's crazy. But that was fun.
That was fun.
There were some really fun things that I learned.
Yeah.
that I did not. I'm still obsessed over quote you found.
That was a super fun episode. Oh, I love it.
We have got. I was just thinking, we still have way more debut than we thought we were going to.
Yeah.
We are
is this our longest series?
It probably is.
We didn't even do relationship timelines, which sometimes those take multiple episodes. So I'm not sure, but I don't know why.
But we're gonna do some unreleased songs.
Yes,
which is gonna be probably 2 parts because I've been looking into stuff. So that kind of covers the relationship timeline.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
but we have a lot of stuff still coming up with the debut series. So make sure you hit follow or subscribe wherever you are listening to this.
Yes. And if you have a friend that you think would love the podcast, we would love if you shared it with them.
Yes, please. But thanks for joining us this week. The podcast is such a highlight for us to do together. I look forward to it every week.
Yes.
I love it so much.
And I'm only me when I'm with you, Carly.
Oh.
Okay, see you next week.